Facts right.
We begin with a neighborhood evacuated in Reading tonight as a search warrant leads police to a dangerous discovery. Thanks for joining us. I'm Brent Weber.
And I'm Allison Woods. KRCR News Channel 7's Noelle Medina was at the scene on Victor Avenue in Reading as the bomb squad activity unfolded. And she's here with us at the very latest. Noelle.
Good evening, Allison and Brent. Well, I got off the phone with Reading Fire's Inspector Patrick O'Connor, and he tells me that a sample of the bomb-making material has been obtained and is being analyzed, and that law enforcement will be searching the rest of the townhome just in case.
So does that surprise you?
We are in Reading. Yeah, not really. I mean, this place seems to be getting worse and worse.
This is how the majority of people I spoke to on the 1400 block of Victor Avenue reacted to a bomb scare that evacuated hundreds of people in the neighborhoods along Old Alturas Road, Dana Drive, and Victor Avenue.
I'm just scared to death.
Where are you going?
To my daughter's in Anderson.
Including about 20 kids from the Montessori school next door and some businesses across the street.
I get allergy shots every Wednesday at Dr. Renard's office. So I pulled in shortly after 5. Everything seemed normal, except there was a few fire trucks. Wasn't too surprised about that. And then when I came out, there's a lot of commotion. I wish I could say I was surprised, but I think we're starting to run into bigger things here.
Police also say they don't respond to this particular area very frequently for criminal activity, let alone a bomb scare.
The complex that we're in is one that we don't respond to very often. Obviously when the police show up and tell them that they need to leave to be evacuated for their safety, it catches people off guard.
There's a Red Cross evacuation center open at Cross Point Church on Hartnell Avenue in Reading. There are more than 160 evacuees there, I'm told, and it's still unclear whether or not those people will return home tonight. Noelle Medina, KRCR News Channel 7.
Thank you very much, Noelle. And we're learning more tonight about the man shot and killed by Butte County deputies last night. This is 56-year-old Mark Jensen. Since we were last on the air, we've been digging into Jensen's past. He ran for the District 4 supervisor seat in 2008 and 2016, and according to the Chico ER, during a candidate forum in 2016, Jensen stated that he supported allowing access to medical marijuana, but he noted that he wanted to ban backyard grows. But according to investigators, this week's problems all started because Jensen had an illegal marijuana garden of his own at his home on Durham-Dayton Highway.
The subject then began calling code enforcement, making threats against the officer. So the Butte County Sheriff's Office then tried to make contact with the subject yesterday, Tuesday morning.
And deputies attempted to get Jensen to surrender both by phone and outside his house last night, but around 7:30 he walked into the street and began waving a gun. He pointed it at deputies, and that is when he was shot and killed by Deputy Matt Calkins, a 10-year veteran.
And to a story we first told you about earlier this year, a Chico woman has been sentenced to 16 years in prison for arranging to sell a 15-year-old girl for sex. 22-year-old Alexis Franklin was sentenced to 16 years today for demonstrating what the judge called criminal sophistication in the case. In March of this year, she tried to offer the teen female victim for sex. The 15-year-old was described as a close family friend. Now, during the investigation, detectives learned Franklin was using dating websites for prostitution. The judge handed down a lengthy sentence saying Franklin did not express remorse for her actions, adding that she was on probation at the time of the offense for attempting to smother her infant child in Oregon.
Well, as we mentioned at the top of this newscast, a little bit of weather history for Reading today.
First Alert meteorologist Rob Ellington is here with all the details. Good evening, Rob.
Good evening, Allison and Brent. Yes, today was the 57th triple-digit day at the Reading Airport. That breaks the old record of 56 days set back in 1988. And we still have the rest of August, September, and we even averaged one triple-digit day in the month of August over the last 30 years. So we're going to absolutely smash the record. Even 70 days will be possible for 2017. Now look at today's high-res MODIS satellite shot. You can see the convection this afternoon. We saw one little thunderstorm in Lassen County with buildups for the rest of the mountains, but you'll also look close enough. You'll notice right there, that is the Eclipse Complex fire burning in western Siskiyou County, producing a tremendous amount of smoke off to the northeast. A lot of smoke also into the north coast from the Chetco Bar fire burning in southwest Oregon. Pretty quiet right now on the satellite and radar, and we're not tracking any thunderstorms for your Thursday in the mountains. We will be tracking sunny and hot conditions, especially by this weekend for the North State. Back to you.
Thank you, Rob. Well, many of you bought tickets for tonight's Powerball drawing with the second largest lottery prize in U.S. history at stake. We stopped by the Chevron Food Mart on Park Marina, where there is a stream of people buying tickets last minute. The winning numbers are 6, 7, 16, 23, and 26, and the Powerball number is 4. Before tonight's drawing, the jackpot was estimated at $700 million.
Red Bluff High School District presented their options for home football games this season last night. After failing on 9 of 10 measures in one of the tests of the surface last month, the district was left scrambling to get it fixed. Games have been canceled for this year, home games that is, and so that means they got to find places to play. Homecoming yet to be determined. Last night they did outline plans for the football schedule. September 1 at Shasta High. September 13th, home will be at Orland. October 6th, they will play their home game against West Valley at Shasta College, and then on the 27th of October, Central Valley at Shasta College. The field closure is projected to cost the school $13,000 in lost revenue. An Extra Point returns at 11:18 Friday night. We'll have highlights, scores, and stats, and don't forget to send us your photos and clips from the games. It starts this Friday night on News Channel 7 in our 11 o'clock newscast. The president returns to D.C. after a campaign-style swing through Arizona and Nevada.
And today he stopped off in Reno speaking to a group of American Legion veterans. That's coming up.
And on the North Coast, a police sit-down for coffee turns into a timely arrest. We explain after weather.
And the thunderstorm threat has ended for the mountains of the North State, but we are tracking above normal afternoon highs over the next 7 days, with highs possibly up to 10 or even 15 degrees above normal. Details coming up right after this break.